What happens when your closest ally suddenly turns against you? Just days ago, the US hit Canada with a shocking 35% tariff, a move so aggressive, even former US Ambassador David Cohen couldn't stay silent. On live TV, he confessed, "We've disrespected Canadians, and we've hurt them." This isn't just politics anymore, it's personal. While Trump's administration tightens the screws, Canada is building new alliances that exclude the US, and Mark Carney is leading that quiet revolution. Something big is shifting in North America, and if Washington doesn't wake up, it might just find itself alone. For over a century, Canada and the United States were more than neighbors. They were partners, allies, even family. But now, that bond is breaking. It started with a blow, a 35% tariff slapped on Canadian goods by the Trump administration. No warning, no consultation, just an economic hammer. And Ottawa felt every bit of its weight. And while Canadian officials scrambled to respond, something rare happened in Washington. Former U.S. Ambassador to Canada, David Cohen, went on MSNBC and told the truth. "We've disrespected them. We've hurt them. And rebuilding trust may require different leadership." Those weren't the words of a critic. They came from a man who once worked to repair this very relationship after Trump's first term. But this time, even Cohen admits, it's worse, more personal, more deliberate. Mark Carney didn't respond with outrage. He didn't call names. Instead, he announced a $120 billion trade agreement with Mexico, excluding the U.S. It's called the Northern Corridor, a massive infrastructure and trade initiative that directly links Canadian and Mexican markets, bypassing America entirely. This is more than a deal. It's a declaration. For decades, Canada prioritized its shared history and geography with the U.S. They collaborated on everything, from NATO to NORAD, from intelligence to environmental policy. But Trump's aggressive tariffs and isolationist tone shattered that goodwill. What Carney is doing now isn't retaliation. It's redirection. He's shifting Canada's economic focus toward nations that treat it as an equal partner, not a subordinate. And this shift didn't happen overnight. The Northern Corridor was in the works for months, quietly, strategically. It sends a clear message. Canada is no longer waiting. Cohen's admission on national television carried weight for one reason. He knows what this partnership used to mean. This relationship wasn't just about trade. It was rooted in shared values, democracy, cooperation, and mutual respect. But when Trump's tariffs hit, it didn't just affect goods, it undermined decades of diplomacy. And in foreign policy, trust is everything. You can't repair a relationship like this with a single phone call or a flashy photo op. You repair it with respect, with time, and with leadership that values partnership over punishment. Carney understands that. He's not looking back, he's moving forward. Under his guidance, Canada isn't isolating the U.S. out of anger. It's pivoting out of necessity. Why? Because depending on Washington has become risky. Populist mood swings, surprise tariffs, and foreign policy chaos have made it clear. Canada must secure its future on its own terms. The Northern Corridor deal proves that strategy in action. It creates a trade artery between two stable economies, Canada and Mexico, without needing American approval. And that's a seismic shift in how North America does business. Once seen as America's quiet sibling, Canada is now emerging as an independent force, careful, thoughtful, and unshaken by political theatrics. Trump wanted to isolate Canada, but Carney turned the tables by isolating the U.S. diplomatically. That's the kind of long-game thinking that changes global alliances, and Washington should be paying attention. Because once respect in foreign relations is lost, it doesn't return easily. David Cohen made that clear. This relationship has suffered a serious blow, and it may not recover under this administration. This isn't just about politics anymore. It's about identity. The U.S.-Canada bond was once a cornerstone of Western democracy, but if it's reduced to tariff wars and power plays, it may never be the same again. And around the world, other allies are watching. Canada isn't burning bridges, it's building new ones, and doing so on its own terms. Because in today's world, loyalty isn't owed, it's earned, and right now, Washington isn't earning it. Thanks for watching. If you value honest reporting and smart analysis, like this video, share your thoughts in the comments.